Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. For others of you, this could be a relationship that's current. And you got the relationship card. For a small portion of you, this could be someone that you've met. You know, there's a whole lot of energy there, a whole lot of chemistry, but no one's really speaking up, and it almost seems as if it's a situationship. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. At the end of the reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Here we have rhythms followed by relationship. After that we have order, opening, laughter, grief, nourishment, selfhood. And then we have victim under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, the connection that I have with you, there's certain things in this relationship, the situationship, that just kind of repeat. It's a repetitive pattern. There's certain things that you do, certain things that I do, and things tend to repeat. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. I ignore the 1, 2, 3, but when that boom comes, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I'm with, something happens and I always end up thinking about you. Because I do think about this relationship. This is something that I have often wondered about. I do fantasize about you and I do dream of you, how it would be to be in a long-term committed connection with you. Many moons, many nights have gone by when I've just lied awake, staying awake in bed, just staring at the ceiling, sometimes staring at the stars, and sometimes reading those old messages that you and I sent. Going through that time, reliving those moments, and now I'm completely confused. I don't really know what to do. I feel extremely confused, and I know that there is a lack of clarity, there is a lack of guidance, there's a lack of understanding regarding certain things that happened in this connection. And I do want to make a move forwards, but I just don't know which way to go. The way forwards might just not be the right way. Perhaps I'm supposed to move left or right, backwards even. There's so many confusing thoughts around me. This thick fog. And with this fog, there's too much confusion. There is a lack of clarity. One day, hopefully, when this fog lifts, things will start to seem more clear to me, and I will be able to understand the situation better. And I would be able to make a better decision and make a move according to that. I do want to open up to you. I want to open up to you and tell you what it is that is inside of my heart, things that I have hidden from you over the months, over the years. Things that I just have not told you, and these are secrets. These are desires. These are fears. So many things I have not told you that I hide deep inside my heart, out of fear that you're going to judge me. There's a part of me that obsesses over you, that part that misses this friendship that I have. I feel in this connection that you are the only one out of so many in my life. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes me tick. You know how to make me smile and even laugh. Nobody else truly does. And for me, you are my confidant. I can trust in you and talk to you and not fear that you're going to judge me. But because I've lost you, I feel as a friend. I've ruined everything. I now grieve for what I have done. I'm not happy. I'm devastated. Because I realize my errors, my ways, my faults. I realize all of that now. Before I did not. I could not. I thought things were different, but they were not. Now I grieve. There's a sense of guilt, regret, remorse, sadness and melancholy. This is my aura now. And I grieve because I fear that I've lost you, the brightest thing that made my life happy. My world is now going to fade into darkness. And I know that in this connection, I grieve because I've ruined this relationship. I grieve because I've ruined this friendship. And I also grieve because the potential that I had with you, you being the perfect partner, you being the perfect mate, I ruined that. In you, I have realized you are the perfect mate. You have this way of for seeing things and being so enlightening. You have this way of fulfilling me, and it is emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I have experienced this from you. You're very nurturing, caring, loving, and protecting. You are what they would call the perfect mate. And yet, the things that I have done to you, the way I've behaved, it has made you keep your distance now. I see that you are more guarded. I see that you are more distant. I do find it difficult to change my ways. I don't know any better, and I don't know anything else. You now seem to be so independent, self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. Perhaps you never really needed anyone in the first place. But it is difficult for me to reignite this flame, because for me, once it burned bright, but it extinguished. And now reigniting that, I just don't know how to do it. Before, I knew you. And now things have changed. Because of my actions, you have reacted. And you are different. you are more guarded. Why? Because I realized in this entire connection, Pisces, there has been emotional, psychological, and sexual manipulation. I have taken you for granted. I have overindulged to the point where I became bored. And I've taken you for granted. That's it. I never really valued you. I took advantage of you. And all I ever was seeing was myself. It was just me, me, me. Now I realize that I have turned you into a victim. I victimized you. This is why I feel that this feel of grief, it's something that I just can't change. I can't shake it off. This is not something that can just go away overnight. I want to make things right. I want to be in a relationship with you and I want to open up to you, but I know the things that I have done, they may just be unforgivable. All right, Pisces. So I do see here somebody feels very used, in fact, to the point where there's a sense of not having any value for the other person. And when somebody here does not feel valued, they feel like they're being used. Pisces, in this connection, somebody was being used. Most likely, the way the cards are coming out, the majority of it, and this is a general love reading, the majority of it, it's you. You were used and you were victimized. Okay. We have here, interesting, we have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So with this deck, I read this deck in the reverse, first of all, and this is for those of you that may never have received any closure. Your person of interest may have ghosted you. They may have just faded over time. They abandoned you. The communication that you have may have become quite less. And you still kind of wonder, what happened, because your person of interest may not have expressed themselves to you. Now, the first set of cards, for those of you who are new, that is the current status. This, I look into a little bit into the past. So certain things were going great in this connection. Everything was just fine, but then things just went downhill. So what happened? Let's have a look. Hopefully this will provide you with some clarity and some guidance in the situation. All right, let's have a look at the Ace of Cups. So I do read this in the reverse, and this talks about a lack of receptivity, a lack of emotion, not really having a lot of inspiration or feeling inspired, and lack of satisfaction. Here, we have a situation where, with the Ace of Cups, it talks about how your person of interest was rejecting another's offer of affection, meaning you may have been genuinely giving them love, but they were in fact rejecting the affection. Creative blockages. They were creatively blocking the love and the affection that you were sharing with them, that you were giving to them. We also have here a reason why. Disillusionment with love, sadness, or melancholy. Now this is interesting. It's almost as if your person of interest realized that no matter how much love you were giving them, they weren't deserving of it. I'm getting the word worthless. I'm seeing worthless. And I'm seeing the word deserve. They feel that you deserved better. They couldn't give you everything that it is that you wanted. They could only be with you maybe physically, giving you a little bit of commitment, but not 100%. This is something that they were stuck in. They were stuck in a situation of their own making. They had a choice, but because of the circumstances, they could not change it. We have here also power. Let's have a look at power. So the power card talks about how your person of interest at some point in time, they lost that sense of leadership. They did not want to be responsible. And they didn't feel that they had a lot of authority. Here it talks about how your person of interest was feeling oppressed by another's power and another's authority, because there was insecurities on the inside. Passive aggression, using power to manipulate others for personal gain. What I see here is your person of interest, Pisces, was going through something here, something that they could not express to you. They were feeling that they were under the power of someone, so literally they were under the thumb of someone. Whatever somebody would say, somebody special in their life, who in a way controlled them, they would have to do. This could be somebody, your person of interest may have been living with someone and those people had maybe some house rules. Maybe they're still living with their parents and they have some rules. This could be people that are working in the workplace and you're not allowed to date in the workplace. It's a certain type of belief system. However, the main thing here is that your person of interest, they did not have freedom. And when I see this, it shows me that because they didn't have freedom, they had a lack of freedom coming towards you and being with you the way that you would like them to, because somebody else is controlling them. For some of you, this could be a third-party situation where the way they are, that third-party situation could possibly be them being with a spouse or a partner, or maybe you, and them feeling under the authority of that spouse. Of course, when you're with a spouse or with a partner, there's these unwritten rules, right? Dedication, having trust, right? Being trustworthy. So there is this fear that this person has that if they do something in a certain way, they will actually, I'm getting the word chastised, they will be punished. They will have to learn a lesson. And they are afraid. And they don't want to move forward or make a move because they are under the rule of someone. This person just feels subjugated under somebody else, and it is so big that they can't actually do anything on their own. They feel restricted for sure. And with the Ace of Cups, it doesn't matter. You see, no matter how much love you gave them, they were unable to accept it because of the authority that other people have over them. Now, this could be, like I said, it could be an organization as well. I've had some clients, some readings that I've done for people from the military, from the armed forces. And it's very difficult for them because some people have a transfer and they are all the way across one side of the country and their loved ones are totally to the other side. And so there's a restriction, right? They can't get transferred from one place to the next or to the other place that's close to them. So that itself is an organization and it causes problems, but that is a power that exists on top of the entire situation they don't have any control over. So I have done readings like that too. This is basically your person of interest does not have power when it comes to any decisions that are being made. And unfortunately, some of you may think that, yeah, they do have control over the situation. The truth is, no, they do not. They don't. If they did, they would not be in the situation that they're in right now. All right, I have here, let's have a look. This is the Beginner's Tarot. And I do read these in the upright. So you do have 8 of Wands. First card's the strongest. All right, so this is any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Okay. Wow. Not bad. Not bad, Pisces. All right. So first card's the strongest. There has been a lot of distance between the both of you. And the desire here is to truly reach out to you. This person really wants to reach out to you, and when they do, this could be through messages, text, could be face to face, whatever it is. It's going to be some type of message that's going to come through to you, directly or indirectly. Mostly, I'm seeing directly, and it is passionate. Now, in the meantime, what your person of interest is doing, they may message you, and then they may take a step back. What are they doing here with the 8 of Cups? They truly do want to take a step back, but they want to move on in a different direction, trying to be a bit more spiritual, trying to understand who they are and what they do. How can they fix their life? This is somebody who wants to become a bit more spiritual and have a little bit of alone time. They want some me time. So give them that time. With that, we also have, what do they do after they have moved on from the situation that they're in? The 8 of Pentacles. Nope, the Knight, not the 8. The Knight of Pentacles. They have thought long and hard. Some people call this a very slow night, but I actually like this night because your person of interest here with the Knight of Pentacles, they have thought long and hard about this situation. They want to move on and they want to be with you, but in a way that is very solid. It's a solid offer. This person has thought long and hard. They've weighed the pros, the cons. They really do want to come back into your life. And that's exactly what we're doing here with the 6 of Wands. Your person of interest has a lot of passion towards you, and they want to come back into your life in a very passionate sort of way. They want to come back into your life victorious. They feel that the distance that they had from you. So this card indicates somebody that was in your life before, but then they were gone. They ghosted you for a while. It is that same person who is going to be coming back into your life. And this is a very passionate card. It is the Wands. So there's a lot of passion here with the 8 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. We have here also the 9 of Cups. With the 9 of Cups, it talks about how in this connection there is this desire to be with you. And this is straight from the heart. Remember how with the Ace of Cups, your person of interest was ignoring you. Now that doesn't mean they didn't have feelings for you. They did have feelings, but they were trying to not indulge in those feelings. Why? Because of somebody else. Here, things have completely changed. In the coming days, weeks, months, what I do see here is your person of interest really does wish for you, and they are going to have their wish granted. Now, is it just going to happen by fate and destiny? No, they are actually going to make their destiny. They are going to change a few things. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. With the 8 of Pentacles, it does talk about how there's this desire to move forward and to think strategically about the situation, about the plan. Certain things that may happen, certain things that are supposed to happen, but how are they being planned out, right? So this is something that I do see here. Your person of interest has taken a step back. This is sometimes I call this the love workshop, the 8 of Pentacles. With this is important. I'm seeing the number 8 here a lot, isn't it? We noticed here there's the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So 8 could possibly be a special number for you guys. Here, they have a plan, and they're making those plans. They're planning to move forward in this connection, but they are not ready yet. Once they're ready, this is the overall arching theme. This is something they're thinking right now. After this, they definitely are going to reach out to you. They want to give you something very promising because now they realize that you are their heart. You really do make them feel loved. They ignored it before because they felt they just couldn't. But it seems as if they're making changes. I'm even seeing freedom here. Freedom, because they have the freedom of being in this workshop and building things and being different. So there is this desire to be completely different and thinking out of the box. How do I connect with Pisces and leave that sense of powerlessness on the side? How do I do that? All right. Let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. Wow. Let go. And that is a strategy card. First card's the strongest. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right. So we have here, first card's the strongest. Let go. There are certain things in this connection that may have been causing problems in terms of your opinions versus theirs. First off, that is definitely something that you can let go of. Opinions, beliefs, sometimes they matter to a certain degree, but if it's going to jeopardize your connection, why? Right? It's best that you do take a step back and just leave it. Just let it be. Here we have let go. Now, letting go also means let go of the individual that you're dealing with, because whatever they're going to go through, remember you have that 8 of Cups, right? So they are wanting to take a step back and move forward. What I'm also seeing is, remember they had the Power card, right? Feeling powerless. Whatever life adjustment they have to make, that is going to take some time. And that means that you're going to have to take a step back and also let go. We also have here, by letting go, it is important for you to simply just wait. Now, I recommend that you don't wait and just wait on them, but wait. In the meantime, focus on yourself while you let go of this person. Focus on yourself. It's time for you at some point in time. In the future, you will see this. You will decide to take action when the time is right. You will know when to take action. When signs and synchronicities, certain messages will come to you that only mean something special to you, Pisces. You will know it when you see it. This is not something where I can say to you, such and such months or weeks down the road, this is when you do this. No, it's not going to work like that. This is a general love reading. Some of you are going to be connecting with your higher self, and you're going to be seeing certain synchronicities, certain messages that may just make sense only to you. We have here, wait. So it is important for you to wait, take action, but look for a sign. Now, don't go out looking for signs, because you might just end up thinking everything's a sign, because that does happen. Just let it come to you. And when it does, and when it is meaningful, it will make sense specifically to you when the time is right. Interesting. You have here, yes. A year from now, yes. Exclamation mark. My God. Wow. Definitely Pisces. From now until the next year, you got 2 yeses. This is something that's special. If you are resonating with the rest of this reading, most likely this is going to work out for you. We have here, yes. A year from now, yes. Which means things are going to work out a year from now for you. Now, this could be from now until the next year, from the next few months even, 7, 8 months, could be. However, the positive thing about this card is that in the coming days, certain things are going to work out for you. One drawback is, yes, it does say a year from now. Now, when it says a year from now, the problem with this is this entire deck, it only goes up to a year from now. It doesn't say 3 years, 5 years from now. So this entire deck is just categorized in that way. Now we also have here, choose a new direction. Choose a new direction does mean that when you let go, try a different method of approach. Try a different technique of approach. Because the things that have been happening this entire time, certain things could have been different. Certain things can be different, but they are not. By choosing a new direction, the destination is the same, but the method of getting there is different. So we do have here, with this approach to choose a new direction, it does talk about how everything that you've been doing this entire time, you may have been getting the same result. But if you do something a bit different, if you try something slightly different, exactly by letting go as well, then the result may be different as well. Now, the destination's the same, the route getting there is just different. For others of you, this could be literally letting go of this person altogether because maybe you've just had enough. This person manipulated you a lot. Letting go, looking for a sign, choosing a completely different direction, a completely different person. Because yes, a year from now, or within the next several months, certain things are going to happen. Yes, it will be different. But I see here, it's a positive. It's a win-win situation. For some of you, I see your person of interest. Things are going to work out with this individual. For others of you, it could be somebody completely new. All right. So I just wanted to mention for those of you, sometimes people do ask in the comments, do I do personal readings? Yes, I do, guys. I do personal readings, by the way. Majority of you know that I do. Some of you do not. Have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. You can see it below in the description box. I have my link to my website, as well as some of the packages that are available. I do past life readings, or they can also be called spiritual readings. What is the connection between the both of you on a spiritual level? I also do love readings, as well as readings based on the negative energies that you have around you, how to get rid of these things from your body, from your aura, and from your home. I do that kind of stuff. And I have packages for that, believe it or not. As weird as that sounds, I also have a self-help package called the Holy Light package. That is very helpful. If some of you do not want a personalized reading, if you just want something generic to get rid of negative energies, I have that package as well, which is the Holy Light package. For those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio. On that channel, you will see that I have some videos. Some are on relationship-related advice. Some I have are on spiritual connections. What and who are spiritual connections? And then I also have another video that I uploaded a while ago, and that is on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove negative energies. Thank you, Pisces, for tuning in. Let me know if any of you have resonated with this. It is a very unique reading. There's a lot of struggle that this person is going through, and I do see eventually they're going to come through. They do want to, but they have a lot of people or individuals or even an organization or a system of thinking. It's just above them. It's just controlling them. Once they release themselves from that, then they would be able to be with you the way that you want them to. And for others of you, the best thing to do is to move on as well. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. I will see you guys again. Bye now.